Hello, my name is Mary Rinehart and I'm from First Makerspace. Today, I'm going to do a tutorial on how to do the paper circuit card from Brown Dog Gadgets. First, you're going to need the template itself. I've printed this template on cardstock and I've double-sided it. Note that I printed it to print on the short edge so that when I fold it, it will be all of the LEDs right here. And so make sure everything lines up correctly. You should have this template in your kit for those of you who are in the coding, crafting, and circuitry course. Next, you'll need a few large LEDs, some maker tape, and some scissors. And if you have some additional regular tape, that would also be helpful. All right, first we're going to go ahead and get started. So first we're going to just open up the card. I'm going to get as close as I can here. And I just want to note that I know that this may be not the correct side up for some participants to see. And so I'm just going to kind of do the best that I can to kind of show you what I see. So I want to kind of explain how this circuit works before we get started. This is the simplest paper circuit that you can possibly do. And so that's why we're choosing to get started with this template. Once you conquer this one, you can move on to all kinds of other templates, including the flower or the bookmark, and you'll have a better understanding of how paper circuits work. And so this one has lines of where the tape goes as well as where the battery goes, which I think is why it's really helpful. And so you will need a battery as well, which I didn't include in the original directions. And so the battery is going to sit right here. You'll put the negative end on the negative sign, and then this is going to flip over and you're going to put a paper clip here or a binder clip. And so we're going to leave that kind of we're going to set that off to the side. And so for now, I want to focus on the maker tape. We're going to need to cut enough of a piece of it to go about this long. We want it to be one continuous piece. It's tempting to measure and then cut right at the corner, but it's better if for paper circuits, if the maker tape or the conductive tape is one continuous piece. And I'm going to start up by the battery. And then when I get to the corner here, I'm just going to do my best to pivot. Okay. And then it says leave gap here. So that's exactly what you're going to do. And again, I'm just going to kind of loosely measure. And if you're thinking, how would I use this in my classroom? I just brainstormed a new idea, include measuring. So if you're working on including measurement, which I believe is a 3rd grade standard, but my teachers who teach, so all of you who are teaching elementary would probably be able to rattle that off better than me. That's a great way to be able to introduce some measuring skills right there. All right, so the next piece is the LED itself. So there's a positive and a negative end to every LED. We learn that with the conductive circuits, or we will learn that with conductive sewing tomorrow. The negative end is the shorter end and the positive end is the longer end. And so we're going to split this. The positive end is going to go right underneath this maker tape here. And the negative direction is going to go the other way. And then I just need enough maker tape to kind of bring it home. So I want to make sure that I at least grab part of the LED to conduct. I don't need to cover it all. And I probably grabbed too much tape, but that's okay. I'm going to try to clip off any extras. And I actually clipped just enough to put over here. So notice that there's a gray line right here, which I just put some maker tape on. The first time that I did this circuit, I completely missed this line. And so that's something really easy to forget if you're not looking at it. Next, you're going to test your LED. So to test your LED, you're going to hold down the battery light, but you're also gonna, before you really need to do that, you're gonna pop it through the star. And so if you have an X-Acto knife, that would work really well. I kind of got out my scissors and then realized it may be better to just pop it through first. And then cut it out for this particular piece of it. Okay. And then to test out if it works, you're going to put the battery in. Remember, positive side up, hold it down. And we're just going to, I'll hold it there for now. Put the star through and then make sure everything's lined up. And we have light. And so we know our paper circuit works. It's flickering a little bit, and so we know there's a loose connection somewhere, and when I hold it down right there, I just found it. And so it would be worth it to probably retape that part. Sometimes sandwiching these LED ends helps it to that flickering not to happen, and you'll notice that direction in other paper circuits. But we have light, and to keep this battery pressed, you're just going to put a paper clip or a binder clip right here. As a fun way to continue this activity would be to decorate this card and then give it to somebody special and tell them that whenever they need a little bit of blink of light that they can just press the button. So hope you enjoyed this tutorial. This is Mary Rinehart from First Makerspace demoing the paper circuit cards from Brown Dog Gadgets.